Gtalk. Are you not?
It's this way.
So welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
I should just get a beer after these topics.
Light it up, kid. Give them a show. Be volcanic.
Oh my God, the world is crazy.
They've been waiting for the real.
Welcome everybody to the Gtalk. Oh,
Welcome.
Oh, no, I just did that.
Que lo que, familia.
Oh, I wanted to do the crowd, whatever. It's our intro song. I kind of screwed it up. Welcome to the Gtalk, everybody. Welcome, Frankie. How you doing?
Doing fantastic, brother. How are you?
Good. And you're still un tipo de fuerza suave, and I'm still art is always part of the deal. I didn't change it. Oops. Oh well. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's all right. It's good names.
Yeah, it is what it is. Welcome everybody. If you found part 1 intriguing, you'll find part 2 even better, I guess. If not, whatever. But let me just end that. Boom, and here we are. What's up, Frankie? What's new in your world? What's changed other than your shirt?
For once, we've been doing podcasting for about 6 months.
Yeah, man.
Give or take, and it's the first time in 6 months that I'm drinking water for the show. So
I feel it feels a little weird, to be honest with you. I got to be honest. I'm sitting here like he's holding a fucking bottle. Is that vodka? Like what? Like you got me questioning reality. It's like, hold on. It's like. I'm like pinching myself. It's like, is this really happening? Like, where's the? Well, we don't advertise here, right? But I won't say what you normally drink. But there's no Taylor glass. There's no beautiful golden liquid in it. It's just a piece of plastic that's going to be here well after we are, and some water from the gods, and that's it. So hopefully, your brain is appreciating the hydration.
I hope that I could give you the same quality show as I have before.
Well, you were on fire in the first part, and my friends, we're gonna do these in parts. We're doing something called headline hot takes, right, Frankie? We're gonna be talking about a lot of shit going on. There's nothing going on, right? I mean, no, it's nothing going on, or it's nothing. It's just a typical Thursday in the neighborhood. We're about to bomb Iran. Yay! Unbelievable. But yeah, man, if you're feeling good and hydrated, I'm not going to complain. I thought you were on fire in part 1.
Yeah, I'm not going to front after part 1. I was like, you know what? Now I know why I drink during these things, because it's man, just crazy times, Well, what a time to be alive.
Not just crazy times, by the way. That's hope. I think that what you see on screen is going to be the thumbnail I'm going to put up with this. But I wanted McDonald's. By the way, if you zoom in, do you see what he's wearing on the crown instead of Burger King? It says No King.
No King.
Yeah, man. Freaking, and we're probably going to start with that in a second. But what a crazy time we're living in, my friend. There's no end to if there's ever a good time for anyone to start a podcast, now would be the best time would be 6 months ago. The next best time is right now. So and anyone that's not listening, if you are listening, go grab yourself a really nice mic or a headset like that. Grab yourself a badass fucking homie like the one I have next to me, who knows a lot about life and about love and being a fucking man, and do yourself a favor and get yourself on air. And that's what we're looking to do, to change some. We're not looking to change minds and hearts, but we're looking to get some energy out that could inspire, that could entertain and inform. And how do we do it? We haven't mentioned this in a while, Frankie. How do we normally do this? I got it behind me.
You got to be authentic, audacious, accessible.
There you go, kid. Well done. Authentic, audacious, but always accessible. We don't talk about shit that like nobody's talking about. We talk about stuff that matters. And this is why we do headlines, because it matters and it's impacting our lives and everyone else's. So let's talk about that. But before we do, kid, what do we have to do before we I'm going to, maybe one day you'll actually win this. This is a
You know what?
coin.
I'm finally gonna go with tails.
Say that
I'm
again.
finally I'm finally going with tails.
Am I locking you in on tails?
No, give me heads.
Okay. Always got that.
Give me heads coin.
Okay. See, I'm going to start.
Yep.
There's the head. You
Hmm.
ready? So to
Okay.
prove, and look, here's the weird tails. It's like a bat or some bullshit.
Hmm.
So Frankie calls heads. You ready?
Tails. Of course it is.
Wait.
Of course it is.
Yeah, here it is. Sorry, kid. Yeah, it's tails. It's sorry, kid. And I'm gonna read this time because
Yeah.
this first one's funny. There's two headlines. Full disclosure, my friends, we use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is like the unofficial third member of the Gtalk, and helps us write descriptions and stuff, and craft some funny summaries and stuff. Because why the fuck am I going to do that? I mean, it's like, yeah, it knows everything about me. It's basically always watching and listening and taking my data and ripping it and taking it to faraway lands in California. And pretty soon it's got all of your data too. And it's our overlord and will always rule over us. So why am I going to acquiesce to that? Yeah, or actually, I'm going to acquiesce to it. Whatever. I'm going to shut up. ChatGPT said, I'm smarter than you, I'm funnier than you, and I could do this quicker than you. And I said, okay, sounds good.
Sounds about right.
Okay. So we're going to talk a couple topics real quick. But Frankie, just remind people real quick, where's the clock on the screen?
The clock, the last time I checked, was over here.
Well done, kid.
Yes.
The clock. I fucked it up.
Ah!
Damn it. It's over here. There it is. The clock is important. It kind of wrangles us in. There's a clock in football and basketball and baseball. Well, now there is, right? There is a clock in
Oh yeah,
baseball.
a
There's a pitch clock. Oh, I thought I caught
yeah.
myself. And there's a clock here. So, my friends, we have 8 minutes on these two topics. And, we're going to talk a little bit of, what we just said before. Someone, Frankie, had a BDay. And, well, how did that go? We're going to talk about that. And then somebody might be experiencing technical difficulties. We're going to talk about that. It might be the same guy. So this is a Trump twofer, and we're going to have some fun on the Orange Jesus. So let me know when you're ready to start, unless you got some quick little hot takes or any other things you want to talk about.
Yeah, no,
I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, let's jump right into the. This was what 4 days ago.
It feels like 4 years ago now. There's so much that comes out. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was over the weekend. So yeah, it was about 4 or 5 days ago. So let's start with this. So here we go. Headlines. So it's my birthday and I'll parade if I want to. Crybabies not invited. Or hail to the cake. I don't know how to hail to the chief. How does that go? Hail to the cake. Trump throws himself a parade. Democracy not on the guest list. Summary: for his 79th birthday, Donald Trump served America cake, cannons, and a clown car full of cosplay patriotism. And real quick, my friend, I got to play this video real quick before I continue. Where is it? Please tell me I have it. Oh, it's Jimmy Kimmel. I'm going to put it on screen real quick in the background as I talk. Pay attention to the soldier. By the way, I don't have the sound on here, but for those of you that can find Jimmy Kimmel's monologue about Trump's birthday party, it was one of the best monologues I've ever heard. Frankie, you heard it. It was flipping brilliant. He went crazy on it. It was some of the best work I've ever seen, but because it was so easy to make fun of it. So I'll play it in the background. Pay attention to the guy holding a flipping drone. I mean, he's holding a drone, kid. I mean, what are we doing? And the sound of the tank, the sound of the tank.
A little bit of a squeaky wheel.
Bro, oh my God, Jimmy Kimmel was killing. Oh yeah, the little kid that's watching. He's hey, this is how you do a bazooka. See, let me see real quick. where's the? He's got. Who knows what he's doing with Melania? There's a thing here where he's talking about. Here it is. I think it's right here. Where, dude, there's nobody in the stands. There's
Yeah,
nobody in the stands. There was nobody there.
yeah. Look,
Look at this.
it's
And then the tank. This one. I wish I had the sound on. Oh my god.
it's
Holy Jeebus.
better that you don't have the sound on. The tweeters may, blow
Bro,
out from the
it's
squeaking.
insane. It's insane. Let me finish reading this thing and we'll go on. Holy crap. So, troops were marching like extras in a discount dystopia. It was less mission accomplished and more midlife crisis with missiles. Meanwhile, protests lit up the streets in over 2,000 cities with millions chanting "No Kings," while Fox News blasted Toby Keith and called it unity. Um, Question, Frankie. Here we go. Was this a tribute to the troops or just a 21 gun salute to Trump's ego? And when the nation shows up to protest your party, should we call it, should we still call it a celebration? 8 minutes on the clock are ticking. Go, my friend. You saw what happened. This was unreal. I still can't believe what I saw.
Yeah, Trump could say as much as he wants that he's celebrating the 250th birthday of the army. He could call it that all he wants. I think most people that are not MAGA fully understand exactly what was happening here. His idols are Kim Jong Un, Vladimir Putin, that throw themselves parades for their birthdays, and he wanted to be part of that very elite category of, my birthday is so grand, the military will do a parade for me. And if you took a look at the soldiers that were marching, there were a lot of them were not marching in line.
A lot. None of them.
Uh,
None of them.
yeah, most of them looked like they would prefer to go back to Iraq than to perform for this clown. I think I saw some folks that were in the service, and they are taught within their first 2 weeks of boot camp how to march perfectly.
Yes.
If you fall out of line, you know exactly what to do to get back in line, and no effort was made by the troops to perform for this president.
No.
Um, I felt it was embarrassing. I felt sorry for the troops that were forced to be there.
Ah.
But more importantly, I think it was approximately 5 million, according to some sources, people across 2,000 cities in the United States marched together for the No Kings Day here in the country, which was beautiful. It was a show of unity, finally, and it was like over 5 million people. That's about 2% of the population of America.
It's a lot of people.
Um, yeah, and
Could have been more. Some people estimate it could have been more. Who knows? It was enough.
yeah, it's hard to count, but I mean, you saw the masses of people in Philly, in New York, in Tampa. I
San
believe,
Diego.
yes.
Massive.
Um, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Um,
Real quick,
uh,
Frankie, though, real quick, not to interrupt. Go back to the troops thing. Let me ask you a quick question. Do you think that because Trump took Hegseth, the dipshit of defense, and basically reamed him and said they look like they were having a good time. Do you think they did it as protest, that they were having a good time? Did they not give a shit? What do you think? Because some people have conspiracy theories. I don't think it's conspiracy theories. I thought they didn't want to be there. They didn't give a shit, but
who, the soldiers?
the soldiers, I don't think they'd be that disrespectful. I think that they know better than that. I thought they just didn't want to be there and they're just walking around, just doing whatever.
Yeah, I think that they did not want to be. If I'm a soldier, obviously, a lot of soldiers, I would say most soldiers, if not all of them, are proud to serve their country.
Hmm.
However, when you have a leader, a true leader, a true president, like, yes, I will support you, and I'm ready to die if I have to. But when you have somebody like Trump that just set the bar so low for the biggest office in the world. Set the bar so low, is you lose your enthusiasm, you lose your mojo, so to speak. Like I don't want to,
That was the word I was going to search for. Mojo. Well done. Yes.
you know, um, what why would you want to fight for someone that and on top of that, this is the president that called he prefers soldiers that are not caught,
Yeah.
prefer soldiers that that when they die call them suckers and losers.
Suckers and
and
losers. Yeah.
and if this was about the 250th birthday of the army, I believe the Navy has a birthday, I believe the Marines have a
Oh,
birthday,
here we
you know
go.
what I'm saying? So are we going to celebrate their birthdays as well, or just the one that just happens to fall on your
Yeah.
birthday?
Well, first off, kid, yeah, great point. They have birthdays as well too. It's like how many birthdays will he make it to? But I wrote down here and this I say this tongue in cheek, but I kind of don't. I wrote down it was one of the most glorious moments in the history of our country. It really was. The backdrop of the protests, the idea that this guy made these people come to Washington and do all this crazy shit where he needed a guy holding a drone. I wrote he wanted North Korea and slash Russia army, and he got the American army. He got what we are. We're not into performance unless we're on the battlefield. And I'm not saying we. I'm not equating myself as part of that. They because they're brave enough and good enough, and gosh damn it, people like them. That's our army, but they're not good at lockstep like North Korea. Because in North Korea, if you don't lockstep, you fucking get, you're out. And he wanted them to be menacing. He wanted all this stuff. And I wrote, it's also the saddest, most pathetic thing I've ever seen. It quite frankly, we showed the picture before. But here's the question for you, Frankie. What did this really do? The protests were great. It was amazing and it was glorious, along with the patheticness of the parade. But at the end of the day, he's still king. He's still president, autocrat, like Obama's starting to call him, and rightfully so. Nothing's changed. We're going to bomb Iran. He's jailing people, ICE raids. Nothing's changed. So what
Yeah.
was it? I mean, what did
Yeah,
it do?
quick question. What does Doge stands for again?
Dumbasses outside government exclusively. I don't know.
Uh, Department of Government Efficiencies,
Something
meaning that
like that.
we're gonna try to cut costs wherever we can, and within the same period of time, we're gonna throw a $45 million parade
I mean,
for
ridiculous.
my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like that is $45 million
It's a lot of money.
to to, yeah. And the Department of Government Efficiencies then say, you know what? I don't think we really need this. Well, Elon
Yeah,
Musk,
no big deal.
oh Christ.
And by the
Well,
way, someone died. Did you hear about that?
no, I didn't hear that.
I didn't have it in the article. I didn't pull it up, but someone on the way out, as they were bringing some tank or whatever out of the thing that night, I guess, someone passed away because they either sideswiped a woman. It sounded like it was a homeless woman. Dare I say it? I'm not sure. I don't want to speculate. But she was by herself, and they must either sideswiped her or something fell off the truck and it killed her. And there was no
Mm,
mention of that. There was no mention of two soldiers that died recently before this all happened. I think either one died before or two died after. Again, I apologize for not having the details. Google's your creepy friend who's always watching. Go on there or ask ChatGPT. He's also watching too. But people have died, and there's no mention of it. Nothing. Zero.
well, I didn't hear it at all, and
And I wouldn't blame you. I just happened to hear it on the Midas Touch Network. You probably haven't gotten to that video. Yeah, they post 50 a day.
yeah.
I mean, and for good reason, because there's shit going on all the time. Real quick
And
before we're about to end this in a second, my friend, I'm gonna say what everyone's probably saying, and I don't want to be that guy, but what if Obama did this? Go real quick. I'll give you 20 seconds, 30 seconds. I mean, your look says it all. I mean, or what if Biden did this? I mean,
Fox News
for
will
fuck's
orgasm
sake.
on camera, dude. You know what I'm saying? They would work triple time, man. They will cut off all advertisements and commercials, and like we can't stop talking about this. You know what I'm saying? They, John Henry will be in his glory.
bro, it's such a double standard. I cannot, but again, dare I put it up on screen again? And I take a little bit of credit for this. I give the rest of the credit to whoever took this picture. He looks so sad. I mean, and then
Yeah.
Melania was loving it. She had this look on her face of joy. There was one moment where she just looks over and she's just kind of like, I told you, bitch, you shouldn't have done this. Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
looked
Could you
so
imagine
upset.
spending $45 million for your party and that's the face you put?
I mean, bro, 45 million. Let's say if it was even 5 million, I don't think it would have been worth it. Do you? I mean, that was a pathetic. There was this one moment, real quick, personal privilege. There's this one moment where he's sitting there making that face, right? And the overdone kind of announcer guy in the background with the sound, he's like, and now we have, this such and such car from 1945, no GPS, no power steering, and it's like, or some bullshit. And Trump is sitting there, and he's like, what the fuck? Can we just have cake and go? Oh, I got to make a
Yeah.
speech. Fuck. He made the most bullshit speech, and he told the people that I guess there was a bunch of new recruits, and they were being put into the army. I guess initiated. I don't know if that's what they do. And he
Oh yeah,
goes,
they took the oath.
yeah, they took the oath, right? And he goes, have a nice life. I was like, have a nice. I don't give a shit about you. Have a nice life. Bye bye. I'm done with this party. Fuck this thing. I'm out.
Oh my God, that
Oh my god.
I'm
Oh my
speechless to
god.
that.
I
I'm
can't.
speechless to that.
I almost don't want to go to the next topic because I just want to sit on this one a little longer. It's so beautiful, but it's so, again, it's pathetic, and it was on the backs of the soldiers, but it's partly of such a beautiful moment. Like, it's like, you didn't fucking get it, motherfucker. Nobody wanted this. And then you've been crying about this. You thought that we were good at doing this. No, we're good at actual performance on the battlefield, not performance in the streets. Okay. And you make whatever joke you want about that. But it's like he got what he fucking deserved. Now we could move on. But I guess I don't know where we go from here, because he's still king. He's still president, and nothing's changed. So, I mean, what the fuck are we going to do? It's insane. So let me take these tabs down. Do you want to read the next one, or you want me to tee it up for you? Because the next one is interesting.
I'll take this one because
Okay.
I am dying to hear what you have to say about
I
this.
actually, yeah, I got it on the next page here, but go on, my friend. We're gonna end this segment on a bang here. It's also about Trump, but this one, it could be funny. I think it's serious. I think it's dangerous, but I won't say any more. Go. It's your turn, my friend. Go for it.
All right, so here we go with the following, which happens to be about Trump yet again. This freaking guy takes care of all the headlines by himself. So, um, is the president experiencing technical difficulties? From slurred censuses to confused timelines, Trump's public appearances now come with the same energy as buffering YouTube clips.
Oh my God.
Experts call it a cognitive decline. His team calls it authenticity.
Yeah. Oh my God. Seriously. It's the
Meanwhile,
weave. It's the weave. Yeah. Go on.
meanwhile, GOP insiders are quietly praying for short speeches and longer commercial breaks. And the American people, half are wondering if the real emergency is on stage or inside the frontal lobe. We asked the steps of Air Force One for a comment. They declined. Say they were preparing for their own trip. But now,
Thanks, ChatGPT.
so question: when the leader of the free world needs to reboot mid-sentence, is that just Trump being Trump, or a glitch on the national operational systems?
Actually, let me admit, I actually slipped that one in there because ChatGPT had a funny quote about that, and then I whatever. We'll leave it at that. Still, the Air Force One steps decline comment. That's brilliant. But the clock is ticking here. I wrote a little something down. let me preface this by saying we can make all the jokes in the world. I think we heard enough of them from Fox News and all the pundits that got on there about Biden. And for a while, Frankie, I thought it was hyperbole, which is basically, if you want to look up what hyperbole is, just go on Fox and you'll know real quick what the meaning of that word is. It's just overblowing everything and making it more than it is, and just making it seem like the biggest, baddest, most important subject. I mean, how many times do we see Biden go up, tripping up the stairs, down the stairs, off a bike, on a bike, whatever, right? And and all this talk about he doesn't know where he is, cognitive decline. We've even poked jokes about it, whatever. It's funny, but I never felt like it was dangerous. But I do now, right? This feels different. It felt a little bit like old grandpa before. This seems like a deranged old man. And I wrote here, I thought it was hyperbole and it was just liberal backlash for Biden. Now, Frank, I'm 100% convinced he's mentally ill. He's completely deranged and he's a danger to the country. And if it wasn't for the Midas Touch Network putting a brilliant thing together, I don't have the video here. I wish I could. Maybe I'll get myself to edit it in there. I shouldn't, but where they talk about cognitive decline and they bring the receipts and it's set to of the voice of an announcer or a voiceover, like it's from the 50s, like one of those old educational videos. But when I look at it, I go, oh my God. He doesn't even know how to put words together. He kerfuffles over everything. He's got the lean and everything. And then I wrote here, time is ticking. Karma, bitch. It's coming back to get you. And here's the thing, Frankie. I'll save this last part for at the end of this. I'm going to turn this over to you. But I wrote here, this is going to get ugly. Because I never thought it got ugly with Biden. Because I think it was handled differently. And I think it comes across as being more mild-mannered. And you don't get mag-splained, which is a term I've come up with. Mag-splained is when it's like mansplained, but from MAGA, where Trump is sitting there during the flagpole thing and he's telling them, well, you got to have pure sand, because if you don't have the pure sand, it's going to eat at the flagpole. And you know what's eating at my fucking pole? You, bitch. Yeah. Like, seriously, raise that shit up. And it's like, I wrote here, it's gonna get ugly because he can't hide it anymore. You know why? Because at least Biden would kind of doze off or go off into another land. Trump is going to keep trying to prove to you that he's got it, and he doesn't, Frankie. That's the problem. When someone like Donald Trump, who used to have, and we disagree on this, I think he was kind of the man in the 80s. He had a little style and swagger, and he had a way of really ponying up with the machismo and like the schmooze with people. A lot of people, hey, the View loved him. They loved his ass, right? Before he became a Republican. So but he's lost it. He's absolutely lost it. So I'm going to throw it back to you and I'll make a comment after. I'm worried about this. I think this is a lot more serious than people are making this out to be. And unfortunately, Fox News is not buying in to what I'm saying. They're pretending like nothing's changed. And we're going to see that everything's changed. And to quote Gavin Newsom, he hasn't just lost a step. He's lost it. What say you?
Yeah. If any given day, you could see how that he's just getting crazier by the interview.
Literally by the interview. Well done.
Yeah, and if a reporter was to ask him something about his previous comments, and he finds himself in a position that he's being attacked, or it's going to be a gotcha question or anything like that, he'll say, "What news organization are you with? Oh, CNN. Are they still alive? Or MSNBC, and not even Fox." This morning, he went on a rant on Fox, saying that they got fake posters because they said that he's declining in approval rating. And so anybody that disagrees with them, he will call them fake.
Yeah.
The National Weather Advisory, he called them fake because they had to correct them when he used the Sharpie to put that Hurricane Maria was going to get through Alabama, and they had to correct it. And he said, oh, no, they're fake news.
But Frank, even that, sorry to interrupt, even that was kind of humorous and funny because that's not impacting anyone. This is different. This feels all different. All the stuff
right.
You're saying is funny. It's humorous. And Jimmy Kimmel made a living off of that. So did Stephen Colbert. This is dangerous now. This is different.
It 100% is. Just yesterday alone, he's what was he talking about? They asked him something about Iran and everything, and I can't quote him. I was trying to find the transcript, but he says, "Oh, wouldn't you like to know what I'm going to do? Wouldn't you like
Yes.
to know what I'm going to
Even
do?
I don't know what
I,
I'm gonna do.
I don't even know what. Nobody knows what I'm going to do and what I'm going to do and this and that." And it's like any other person, if that was the president and it was any other person aside from Trump, the medics will come in, put him on a straight jacket,
Yeah.
and take him straight to the
Yeah.
Hots of Bellevue,
Yeah. Yeah.
to handle that mental functions that is clearly a danger to himself and others. And I said it on the previous pod. Any other person, I'm I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat, any other person as president will act like this. They will be thrown out. They will be impeached. That's the 25th Amendment. This guy's not all there. They gotta.
Let me ask a quick question before, because it's going to end soon. Do you think that that'll ever happen? That he'll ever get taken out for the 25th Amendment? Because the Republicans, I almost said New York Times, maybe it was New York Times, Fox News kept saying 25th Amendment, 25th Amendment, 25th Amendment. And if this is not the time to do it, where he's not trusting anybody, he's making his own, he doesn't even know what he's going to do. Do you think that'll ever happen, or is he going to be taken out through impeachment or something worse? What do you think? I'm not putting
It's
you on
gonna
the
have to.
spot.
It's going to have to be impeachment. 25th Amendment. He's going to need Republican votes, and Republicans will not vote for it because otherwise they will lose their seats in their respective section there. But yeah, Trump could be drooling and just utter nonsense. Even sound a little mentally. I don't want to say retarded. That's not the right word. Mentally challenged and go and Fox News
He's speaking in
and
code. We have to
you know
decode it.
yes. So the Republicans will be like, oh no, he is communicating with us in a special way that Democrats don't understand because Democrats don't are too woke for this type of language. So they will defend them to the bitter end.
I don't get it.
Um,
I don't
is
get it.
I don't get it either. But what I will tell everybody else is Trump is not going to be here forever, and a lot of you guys would likely still be here after he's gone, and you're going to sit there with egg on your face, trying to maintain your seats when the MAGA verse is over. And trust me, it will be over because America stands for something a whole lot greater than just one party. MAGA. Let me just stop there because I'll keep going and going.
No, let me just say this, because I wrote this at the bottom here. I wrote, I'm sick and tired of being mag-splained. I'm getting tired of it. Mag-splained by Trump about how the world works. Mag-splained by Fox News. Mag-splained by all these motherfuckers that go on and start talking to all these Congress people and senators. Just mag-splained by all these right-wing podcasters. Stop mag-splaining it. I'm not a fucking dipshit. I see what I see and I know what I know. And the stuff that I don't see and I don't know, eventually I will. And someone's going to tell me. And y'all are hiding something or you're refusing to see something. So either way, you don't have to explain stuff to me. It's all either there or I'm going to see it. We're going to know it. It's going to come out eventually. Same thing, unfortunately, happening with the Biden administration. We talked about in the pod about things that were hidden, the cognitive decline and all that stuff. But we're not talking about Biden. He was pulled out in the 5th inning. Remember, we're in the 7th inning, and this motherfucker is struggling with his curveball, and he can't find the plate. He can't even figure out which direction to turn. So I put here, no more old white guys. We need new blood. I'm tired of old white guys mag-splaining me or just trying to. I know in Japan, there's a reverence for men and women of older age, and I understand that. We're not Japan, not because we're better, but because we can't do that. We don't know how to. It's either you're old and you're going off to an old folks home, or we're going to vote for you for a 3rd term because we think you're going to run again, when we don't even know if you could even walk up some stairs. Let me end on this, and I'll throw it to you to end it like you always do in a beautiful way, because this is an ugly topic. I don't take joy in this, Frank. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, we're all being directly impacted. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, now it's getting dangerous. I don't get any joy. I laugh when Jimmy Kimmel talks about it and Stephen Colbert. But then when it's done and I go back to my normal life, I say, holy fuck, I can't believe my life because this ain't normal. And at the end of the day, something's got to happen. And I fear that something ugly is going to happen. I predicted it in March of this year, February of this year, 2025, that in the next year, shit's going to get really bad. And if it's not internally in his head and what he's doing, it's around him. It's our government. It's our country. It's the world. There's a lot of energy swirling, my friend. It's very dark. It's very fucked up. There's a lot of people that aren't seeing it. I'm feeling it. And so are you. And we're out here talking about it. So I'll say one thing and one thing only. God bless America, because we're going to need it. You better, if you don't believe in something, if you believe in just one thing, believe in God, because Trump ain't going to help you. Sorry. I'll turn it to you, man. End this like you know how to do it.
Yeah, as far as this thing's concerned, with his decline, it deserves serious attention. The midterms are coming up next year, and like Mike Johnson said, the Speaker of the House, Democrats are going to take over the House and the Senate come the midterm because of this mess here. And as we go out here, there's just another thing that I wanted to mention about Trump. At the end of these shows, we've been trying to promote Men's Mental Health Month. 988 is a resource that I have personally used to receive help that I needed at a very vulnerable time in my life. And our fellow Americans, the LGBTQ community, are also Americans that need this help from time to time. Trump next month is intention to cut funding for a section of 988, which is, I believe, the Trevor, what's it called?
I don't remember.
The Trevor Project.
Well, I could put it on after, yeah.
Yeah, the Trevor Project, which is a part of 988, specifically for the LGBTQ community. And, the folks on there are probably live the same lifestyle, which could relate more to these folks. And they will not receive funding as of next month.
Ridiculous.
Pro-life. You know what I'm saying?
We're pro-life and we're pro-love. This is bullshit.
Yeah. I think it is a shame. Canada is stepping in to help. And once we get that information, we'll put it up. Because obviously nobody plans to get anxiety or go through issues, and it's good to have help when you need it, especially, those types of mental challenges that sometimes a simple phone call could make all the difference.
It could stop you from, and I don't want trying to make a joke of it, from a bad boom, from giving up. And God bless you for saying that, kid. I love how you ended that. And I'm not going to add anything other than a repeat of what we just said. We are pro-life and we are pro-love. And and when I say pro-life, I don't mean, the abortion stand. I mean, pro-life, like live your life, like, try to be part of people's lives and not try to inflict on that. I'm not trying to mag-splain here, but we're about life, love, and liberty. And that's the way it should be. But if you feel like that you can't hack it and you need support, please, 988 or that helpline, unfortunately, is going to be gone. But, for God's sake, this is not the right way to go. This is not it. It's not it.
But we're here, guys. We're here. I'm not a therapist, or we're not therapists, but we are offering a safe space, building a community for all of our brothers and sisters that need help.
Sounds good, man. God bless you all, and hopefully everyone that has mental health problems, right, Mr. President, you'll get the treatment you need and the love you deserve. So 5 seconds, kid, take us out the only way you know how to.
All right, familia, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications, and we'll see you again real soon.
Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom.
What? Oh shit! No drinks, no bathroom. How about that?
See, look at
Yikes.
that. Oh, you got yourself an Elon problem. All right, kids. We'll see y'all again in part 3. God bless.
Salud.
Salud.